Aradora today.
Aradora. I ain't never had that before.
Well, guess what?
Hold on, before you do that, we gotta tap the bottle. Bless
my
it.
gosh.
Bless it. Here we go.
You ain't do that to no other bottle.
We ain't never opened any other bottle on camera. Come on now.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Tap that ass. All right, I want you to try this on camera.
All right, let's take it. Take a shot. Hey, it's another great episode. It's good. That just went down the wrong pipe.
He put it down the wrong hole, guys.
Whoa there.
Man, these limits go in, though. Yeah. Put me up. This is some straight price.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode.
First of all, we have to address your voice.
Man, it's the seasonal allergies.
I was about to say, sir,
No, it's
you
the
got to tell
allergies.
the people why
It's
you
the
sound
allergies.
like,
It's the allergies.
what's his
It's
name?
pollen.
The Cookie Monster.
It's the pollen.
Or was it the gruff? What was it? The grouch in the
the
trash?
Grouch in the trash? Yeah, it's the grouch.
Okay,
I
grouch.
do sound like him. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
There you go. Straight up. It's allergies. I don't have a cold. I'm not sick. I'm not spreading any germs. Seasonal allergies. It's pollen. Now that I'm back in the States, I'm like on the mainland states, full time, it's kicking my ass. I swear to God.
Well, I never had that issue, so I'm as clear as, what is it? Clear as a bell? Clear as a whistle?
Oh my God. She's just.
My favorite quote around this time is, I can sleep under a pollen tree and nothing would happen to me.
Oh my God. Whereas if I tried to do some shit like that, I would wake up. So I probably wouldn't even make it to sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. Eyes swollen, puffy, red, nose just stopped up, forehead hurting, just everything. I just felt like.
Well,
Bang.
take a shot. It'll make you feel better. Anyways, go ahead and introduce the show.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Bar2Bar, where we bring bars from your favorite songs to the bar and we discuss it. I'm your host, Will.
And I'm your host, Nicolette.
And we about to get into some goodness today. How you doing today?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm doing
Feeling
fine.
good? Feeling great? Yeah.
I'm doing fine. You actually want another shot. That's how good I'm feeling.
Sleep under the pollen. Oh, wait, we doing it like that?
Yeah, I know the calories, but honey, it's been a week.
Yeah.
Okay? It's been a week already. We're not even to the weekend yet.
Hey, this the
been a
Nicolette
week.
that I'm used to, man. I don't know. The other Nicolette the other day, I understand that she, you know what I'm saying, watching her figure, you know what I'm saying, But, hey.
But
Hey.
listen, Will,
Hey.
though Nicolette you used to know
Mm-hmm.
was also not happy.
The Nicolette I know today is the happiest that I've ever seen her.
Period.
Shout
Cheers.
to happiness. There we go. A lot better. A lot better.
See how smooth that is? It's like
Very much
water.
so. Very much so.
Gotta be careful with this one.
That will sneak up on you.
Yeah, because it's really smooth.
Very smooth.
You don't even feel like after.
I really want to taste what the reposado is like.
Grab a shot next time you go to a Mexican restaurant. They
Yeah.
always have them at Mexico. You know what? Real taco. You know they have everything.
Oh yeah, they do got everything.
They got everything.
But now that we don't work at that place anymore, you know, it's hard to get the real taco like I really want to.
Yeah, I don't be on that side of town anyway.
Really, actually.
There's several. There's more.
I know there's more. I'm just saying, like, that was just the most convenient, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, let's get into the song that we're doing today. The song that we're doing today is by a great artist, one of my favorite artists in the game. His name is Ty Dolla. The song that we're doing is called Famous. Now, I really, really love this song because it's simple. So simple. Just a guitar and him singing. His voice, amazing. It's like a raspy voice, but yet like.
It's just really soulful. It's very different, distinct. I really like his voice too.
You
Do you know
it's
how long
Ty
he's
Dolla
been in
Sign.
the game?
I do not know. How long has he been in the game? I feel
Ty
like it's been a
Dolla Sign
long
has
time.
been in the game since his age was a single digit.
Quit playing.
Ty Dolla Sign has been in the game a very long time. Like, he grew up in this industry. Like, child, like 7, 8, 9, child. He's been in the game for a long time.
He's been doing this thing.
Yeah, playing
For a very
several
long time.
instruments, I think. Or is it just a guitar? I could be mixing him up with somebody else, but
I know the guitar for sure. I believe I'm sure he knows how to play multiple instruments.
Most musicians who start early do. So
Yeah.
I'll give him the credit. If he don't got it, my bad.
But this song comes off of his album called Beach House 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the name of the song is called Famous. So we're gonna jump into it. But first thing we're gonna do is check some ID.
Okay.
So what year do you think this song came out?
I want to say I really have no idea, honestly, because to me, I don't listen to Ty Dolla $ign's projects. I listen to Ty Dolla $ign's songs, of course, features, but like his songs.
You was telling me earlier that this is your first time hearing this song.
Yeah, I hadn't heard this song before. My favorite Ty Dolla $ign songs, I know one is called Pussy.
I'm not surprised.
Have you heard that one?
I have not heard that one, but I gotta listen to that now.
It's good. It's with Trey Songz and someone else. I can't remember. And then another one, I think it's just Trey Songz. And then another favorite, it's something about American. I can't remember the name of it, but it's American something. I really like that song. Anyways, I think this song probably came out in 2017.
If she gets this right, I'm gonna be so mad.
I got it right?
Yes, you got it.
I got it right?
Again.
I was going to say 16. I was like, let's say 17.
She got it right on the head. I have yet to get one.
And I really
right.
didn't know.
She's never heard this song
Yeah,
before.
I never heard it before.
Probably haven't even listened to the album
prior
before.
to listening to it. Before.
Probably hasn't even heard that album. I've listened to that album from head to toe multiple times.
It's Beach House what?
Huh?
Beach House
Beach
what?
House 3.
Yeah, so that means there's 2 before it, and I'm very sure I never got to a third one if I listened to anything off of the other one.
That's crazy that she got that right. I can't even get one right. I'm always a couple years off, but you know it's okay. One of these days I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right.
Okay, so do you think this song could work?
I think this song could work past. I think it could work now, and I think it could work in the future. Just because it's a simple song with a guitar and him singing.
Yeah, I agree.
And what he's talking about within the song itself, it's a short song. The song is nothing but 2.5 to 3 minutes long, but it says a lot in that short period of time. And we're gonna get into that obviously. But
this song is like the more mellow version of Beyonce and Jay-Z's Hollywood. That would be like an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song, and it's when we get into the bars, y'all. I mean, you probably maybe already listened to the song, but you'll see what we're talking about. I agree. I think it can work, especially the words. The words can work anytime, any time frame. The musicality, it has a large range. I'll say that, or a wide range. I think that's how you say it. Wide range. Probably anywhere from the 70s, 60s. No. From anywhere from like the 80s. I'll say.
80s to now.
80s and on up, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It could continuously go because that's how simple this song is, but yet how powerful this song is at the same time. Yeah. I mean, when y'all and since y'all are watching right now, go ahead and pause, listen to it, come back, and then we'll get into these bars. Okay. All right.
Cool beans.
Let's get. Oh, so before we do that.
Oh yeah. What you pouring?
So. For me, it depends with Ty Dolla $ign himself. He can be hype, he can be chill.
But with this
song, he's just real chill in this song. Real laid back. For me,
I got a good answer.
For my drink, because a drink that I like to drink when I'm chilling and I'm laid back, I like margaritas.
Really?
That's my thing. When I'm chilling, I like margaritas. When I'm chilling, I like margaritas. I like margarita for any occasion.
Nobody, right? But
any occasion.
Not when I'm chilling.
Not when you chilling? Man, look, man, margarita can chill.
Normally when I'm chilling, I just want something straight.
Straight?
Like I don't, because when I'm chill, because that sugar for me is going to get me up.
Hype.
You know? So if I have it, if I have it on the rocks.
You know what? I take wine. This is good. This is a wine song.
Okay.
Wine, you know what I'm saying? Switch it around, smell it, and then take a sip of it.
Yeah, but see, now the connoisseurs is going to get irritated with you because all wines aren't created equal.
You're right, and I don't know anything about wine, so don't judge me. I'm just saying wine in general. Now, whatever
I
kind of
can see
wine you like, that is up to you. But me personally, I
Is
don't know
it
anything
giving
about
red
wine.
or white?
Red, definitely red.
I hate red. wine.
Definitely red. It's
But, yeah.
definitely a red wine.
Okay, so can I answer?
Yeah, of course.
So, to me, this song is, and hear out my entire explanation.
I'm listening. Ears
because
wide open.
it's gonna
mouth-
get. I
mouth
would cut
closed.
me off if I heard somebody say this and I didn't hear the whole thing.
Ears wide open, mouth shut. Go ahead, do your thing.
For me, I think that I would. Okay, it would be a most prestige actual bottle in the club,
Okay.
right? And it's not in the hands of anybody. It's like displayed on the shelf. And it's whatever. It could be that Jaguar bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It could be for just to narrow it down, I'm gonna say it's Dom Perignon, right?
Okay.
The Magnum.
Okay.
Because when you listen to the song, it's about trying to reach, that
Stardom.
height, that fame. And like when you walk into a club and of course they're going to display, if they're displaying liquor, a lot of them will display like the most expensive bottle. A lot of times it's empty, but the most expensive bottle.
Yeah.
And just have it on display. They'll probably put the Magnum one there. And it just looks like, oh my gosh, look at that one.
I want the big shiny one.
Yeah, so to me, that's what this is. It's not
Okay.
even just the liquor. It's the entire ambiance. It's the entire aesthetic.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you could be pouring that. I could pour that for you, but do you got? Oh, you don't? Stick to the lakes and the river you used to.
Look, stick with what you know. It's for the big bottles up top, okay? All right. So yeah, that's good. I feel you on that one. I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely agree. I wasn't gonna interrupt you at all. You did good with that one. I like that. All right, so let's get into these bars. You know what I'm saying?
Cool beans.
I absolutely love this song. I kid you not, I love this song. So the first bar we're gonna get into says, "Everybody wants to be famous." Yeah, everybody wants to be famous. That's just the name of the song, Famous. I feel like a lot of people want to be famous. Who doesn't want to be famous? But can you handle?
Well, your delivery always cracks me up when I'm editing.
It does.
You know what it gives me the vibes of? Like a substitute teacher.
Amen.
Like you're there, you're trying to win the kids over.
Hey man,
Everybody wants to be.
I'm on your side. You hear me?
Comment below if you're able to comment below if his approach reminds you of that. It's when I'm editing, I be cracking up. I'm like, Will is so hilarious to me.
Hey man.
But go ahead. No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I really feel like everybody wants to be famous, but can they really handle the fame and the fortune?
Do you want to be
everything that
famous?
comes with that? I don't know because I don't know. I really don't know. Do I want to be known for something great? Yes. Do I want to be famous and with everything that comes with it? I don't know. I can't really seriously answer that question. It's like because with fame, it comes with a lot.
What does success? Well, not what does success look like. Not what does success look like to you, but when you think of success, is there a level of fame in there for you?
It doesn't have to be. I feel like you can be successful without being.
No,
famous.
I'm saying for you
for
personally.
Me.
Yeah.
For me personally,
like when you think of yourself and you think of your dreams and the things that you want, is fame a factor in there?
That, actually. And to an extent, yes. So with what I want to do, I want to either there's a level of things. Whatever I fall into. But I want to be in somewhere in sports. So I want to either coach, or outside of coaching, I want to be on like a sports sports analyst.
Okay.
So things of that nature. So I would be on TV.
Yeah.
Most likely, which that comes with fame. You're on TV. You're there. Hey, now to Will for channel blah 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 sports. Blah blah so on and so forth. So with that being said, yeah, there's a little bit of fame that comes with that, and it can lead to a lot of success.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I absolutely want to do. Yes.
I can see you doing that, honestly. For me, yeah, for sure. I mean, everything I do is in media and creativity. But I mean, at the same time, I could still want to be behind the scenes. But I know for a fact I want to be talent. I am talent. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
No,
you are very talented.
And it's interesting because the more and more I work for others, the more and more it just clarifies that I want to be talent. Like a lot of the times, I will say this, if I wasn't working on my own stuff, all the while working on other people's things in the media space, it would make me depressed. Because I've had small moments where maybe I've given a little bit more attention to somebody else's things that they got going on as, you know, a person on that team.
Right.
And not so much mine. It's never like a long extent. It's like maybe like a full day where I just worked on something else outside of, you know, what I got going on.
Right.
And it just that one day, or how long it is, it's never longer than a day, but just like that one day, I feel like I got to get back to me. I got to get back. It's always like, it gets louder the longer I stretch away from working on, you know, my stuff. So for me, for sure, I know I want to be talented. I know I want to be in the limelight. I don't want to say out loud, I want to be famous, because it sounds so cringe. You know what I mean? And for me, that's not the focus.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I just know that fame comes with the things I want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And you have to understand that. Folks sometimes they forget that once you get to that certain level of where you want to be, what comes with that, which is the fame, which is the limelight, which is you got, especially with how social media is nowadays.
Yeah.
Everything is on you. You fuck up one time, shade room's on your ass.
See, but I don't like to focus on that.
I mean, I know, I understand that. I don't want anybody to focus. I don't think you should have to worry about that.
Because honestly, Will, we don't get too many comments, but niggas be coming for me already.
I ain't gonna
They be saying weird shit, and it's like,
and I be wondering why. Because what do you do?
I don't care.
I know you don't care. I know we don't care. Neither one of us care. We don't care if
So my thing
they
is
feel
like,
that way, but
I don't give a fuck who on my ass. I ain't doing shit. I haven't done anything wrong.
You
And
just
it's nothing
yourself.
crazy. I mean, it's
no.
nothing compared to what people actually go through on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
But I'm like, honestly, I was like, oh shit, I got haters. I'm popping.
Go ahead. You ain't got no haters. You ain't popping, nigga.
Now when I hear that song when I'm outside, I can be like, oh, them 2 comments, baby, I'm popping.
Yeah, shit. Man,
But yeah, we could keep going. I don't want to.
no, you good.
I have a lot of points, but we can keep going.
No. Make your points. I absolutely.
But I want to make them as we go.
All right, bet. All right. So, our next lyric, I got everyone want to make it. Everybody want to make it. Everybody trying to get somewhere. So, with that, I get that. Everybody wants to make it. Everybody wants to get somewhere. Everybody has somewhere to go or a goal or something that they want to get to. But with that being said.
Wait, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
So there was this post that I seen, I think it was on TikTok, and it was a girl who was saying basically like, everybody wants to like reach to like the highest of the highs, basically what this quote is saying. And she was like, why can't we just be good with like a job that takes care of us and our family, and just, I'm paraphrasing what she said, but what I got from it, like just be okay with like a good minimum. Like, why does everything have to be, I need to be rich?
So I remember we had a previous episode that we talked about this before.
We did.
We talked about
I don't
how,
remember which one it was, but yeah.
we talked about how, what is like okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's
like
the bare minimum?
What's the bare minimum that we're willing to do where we're not
reaching for
chasing or reaching or being greedy, but we're happy with where we're at.
Yeah.
I truly feel like I mean, if there was a job out there that could take care of me and my family and I not have to go out there and have a side job or a side hustle, would I take it? Possibly.
Yeah.
However, somebody like myself or somebody like you, we don't want the normal. We don't want the basic. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the normal and there's anything wrong with the basic. It's just that we want more.
I always think to myself, why do I, sometimes I wish I didn't.
You didn't want more?
Sometimes, I can't believe I'm saying this, but sometimes I have moments where I wish I didn't want the dream that is in my heart.
And why is that? Do you feel like it's too much or like it? overwhelming
It
or
it dates
overbearing?
back to music. This stuff is cool.
Right.
Like this side of things.
Right.
It's actually a breath of fresh air. So I'll just say it like plain and simple, like the music. Oh my God, I want to get emotional.
Oh, here we go. Hold on now.
Okay, wait. I'm not getting emotional.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
it's just with the music. So like since doing Bar2Bar, the one comment that I keep getting is, what about the music? What about the music? What about the music? Because I'm so enthusiastic about Bar2Bar.
Right.
And for me, I feel like when I tell people what it is and that it's a music podcast, they won't follow up with what about the music. And then for me, it's not that isn't there. I'm not really telling people what I want to do with that because I just kind of feel like I don't want to tell anybody my goal with it on a personal note. But it's still around. It's just for the longest, the reason why I don't necessarily want the dream anymore of it is because, well, sometimes I feel like that way, is because sometimes it feels, or for the longest, it has felt like you know the term a needle in a haystack?
Yes.
For me with music, it has always, not always, but it's grown and grown to look more like I'm searching for a needle in a haystack, but the difference is the haystack is the size of Madison Square Garden.
That is huge.
And I'm looking for one needle that is for me, not no one else's needle or anything.
Right.
And I mean, really thus far, I feel like I haven't even found any needles, let alone my own. And that is the best way I can describe to you why, like, I don't want to do it no more. Like, imagine looking for a needle in a haystack, the size of the haystack can fit in the Madison Square Garden and fill it up.
That's a huge.
You know what I mean?
That you could spend years looking for that needle.
And so when people, honestly, when people ask me, like, what about the music? What about the music? It kind of makes me feel defeated. Because I'm not focused on it right now. And it makes me feel like that's not their intention, but for me it feels like you aren't on your shit. That's what I hear. I don't hear what about the music. I hear you're not on your shit with the actual vision.
So you don't hear the what about your music in a positive way? Like how they're asking is like, you know, when you gonna get back to it? Because we really want to get more music from you. You hear, well, why aren't you doing music anymore? Like a stern, like that's what you get in your mindset.
Yeah, basically you dropped the ball.
Right, like you letting us down.
Yeah. But it's interesting because I genuinely, and we're going to keep getting into it, and I'm talking slow because I don't want to cry, but I genuinely have questions though. Well, a question when people ask me that too, and it's just genuine. It's not it has no malice behind it.
Right.
It's really just, you want music from me? Like what does my music do for you? Not in a, I promise, there's no like, what my music do for you, I know you don't listen to it. It's not that. I genuinely would love to hear feedback. What about my art resonates with you? Because I feel like I don't get any of that. Like I don't get any of it. And I always get it sounds great, it sounds good, but
you get the generic, basic.
Which I understand too, because now I get it. I get why, because I don't do it. I will say shout out to Jamar. He is the one person who has supported me since he heard my music in 2015. And he, to this day, earlier this year, I cried when I woke up because I got a message from him. He came across a song of mine he had never heard before, and he was the one. He was the only one, and has through and through has always been the only one who never gives me a generic answer.
Jamar?
Jamar.
Shout out Jamar.
He never gives me a generic answer. He always goes in depth with what my art does for him. And on his own, I don't have to ask. I woke up to, like, and he's not even a person I speak to on a daily.
Yeah.
So
it was refreshing to get that, wasn't it?
It's always refreshing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget because I know what it does for me. But honestly, when I first started writing music, I didn't share anything.
Like,
it was fine just keeping it to myself. And I did that for multiple reasons. I didn't want anybody to take the joy that I had in writing and singing. I didn't want anybody to take that from me because I felt like I was around a lot of pessimists that would tell me to be realistic. So I just kind of feel like when I was younger, I understood early, like, don't share your dream. I understood that early because it gave me so much joy. Just one person saying that doesn't sound, or criticizing it in any way, I knew it would hurt me. So when I first started, nobody knew. No one knew I can sing until I was 19 years old, sophomore year in college. And that was by force. But anyways, that's my spell, guys. You know I be going on tangents.
No, that's real. Like that's very real. And to go off of what you said about dreams and goals and things like that, you can't tell everybody everything because you have the negative people in your that will be in your life that's supposed to be your friends. Instead of them saying, pursue it, go for it. Why would you do that? Why do you think you can make it? No, fuck that.
Yeah, that happens, but I know it's just based in fear and what people can and can't do for themselves. I will say this too, before you get back into the bar, shout out to all the people who do reach out to me and about the success of the bar thus far, or just the work we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys genuinely say what it means to you. And all the work and all the time that I'm just can't shut my brain off from this pod, it makes it worth it because they're always random. And I love that. So shout out to you guys because it means a lot.
It definitely does.
All right, let's get into them bars, honey, before I start crying on this show.
All right.
I'll
so the next bar.
Another shot for that.
All right, bet.
Go ahead.
So the next bar I got is everybody wants attention. Want you to know that they're standing right there. And I took that and I ran with that a little bit because I feel like
that's Atlanta.
like everybody wants to be seen.
That's Atlanta.
Especially in ATL.
You know what he could have said instead of that bar?
What?
Atlanta.
Just straight up ATL, ANTA, that's all you needed. In all honesty.
And we would have got it. Oh, everybody wanted to be seen. That's what he mean. That's what you know.
Everybody. You got flashy belts, flashy shoes, flashy car, everything. Like everybody want to be known.
Yeah.
My thing is I think it's that people don't want to be overlooked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming at this from not the flashy folks. I'm talking about the folks that bust their ass. And I'm talking about if you have a regular 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing, you don't want to be overlooked. That's why you bust your ass so that you can be seen and given the proper credit for what you do.
Yeah.
Some people, you know what I'm saying, they get to the point where they're overlooked and they're like, man, what am I doing this for? I bust my ass every day.
But it's so refreshing when... It's so refreshing, though, like when you feel like people are bigging you up for things, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like what I was saying, like, what does that do for you?
Right.
I mean, so it's kind of, I don't know. I see what he means. Everybody want to be seen, da-da-da-da. But it's like, is there real harm in that, though? Is there?
Is it? Well, I mean, this can also be not just work-related. I'm talking about relationship-wise, friendship-wise, too.
Okay, explain.
So relationship-wise, being overlooked by your partner. You know what I'm saying? Taken for granted.
But what does fame have to do with your relationship?
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the fame itself. I'm talking about standing, if you're standing right there. I'm just talking about that lyric itself.
Oh, yeah, of course. But that's because as humans, we're mammals, and we're the type of mammals that move in what we call families.
Right.
Lions call prides. what you call it?
herds and
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
gangs and wolf
So
packs
of
and
course
stuff
we
like
never want to be overlooked
Right.
because we have that's just instinctual to us to belong,
Right.
to fit in and belong to a certain, in our case it would be called family.
that. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
I'm sure lions feel that way too, and I'm sure
Yeah,
wolves feel that way
That's
too.
where the jealousy comes in and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
because we're rolling in packs. So yeah,
Right.
for sure. But when it comes to fame, I kind of feel like you do have people who, what do they call they call girls jersey chasers. Have you heard that term
I
before?
never heard that term.
Is it
Please.
called jersey chasers? It's something like that. But I think it's jersey chasers, where it's basically a female who only dates athletes.
High profile
Athletes.
athletes.
Yeah, high profile athletes. They call them jersey chasers. So that could be a sense of that, or it's like, I don't want to be overlooked because if I'm with an athlete,
They have to look at me.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not just the athlete, but the world also looks at me like I'm validated too because I have an athlete, which is wild.
Great point.
I think for me, if I dated an athlete, he has to be retired.
Retired, can't be active. Still.
I want people to not give a fuck about him anymore. Like, still respect him.
Of course,
But
just
like, I don't want the generations under me to be fawning at him or like, you know what I'm saying?
Drooling that, like that is the different attention that he'll get.
Which, honestly,
when the attention that you get after you're retired is more so of a respect level for what you did for the game.
Yeah.
But
You still probably gonna have hoes.
I mean, yeah,
but it's not gonna be.
But it's not as many as if he was the star athlete currently.
Today.
If he's a star athlete right now, you go to any city you want to, you got females that's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And I mean, definitely if I was with an athlete, 1000% this shit not monogamous. But I don't think any athlete will go for that. That's not true. I just kind of find it hard because the thing is, I've watched like some like basketball type wives, and the most recent one I watched was Wags. It's an old show that I rewatched, and then I went and watched the LA version, which I had never watched. I don't remember which season it was or which city it was, but I remember, basically one of the athletes basically saying like, it's kind of embarrassing to have your woman be with an athlete, like a teammate or a fellow athlete that you are cool with, or even just like a different athlete. It's a different, I don't know, it's weird. Even if you're not cool with them. So it's like, shit, if we're not monogamous and I'm with you and you're an athlete, bro, like, there's other athletes out here too.
Free pickings. Look, free pickings.
For sure. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Next bar I got is so they can shine bright and show the world how they fit in. Yeah. So people want to be seen and noticed at their best. Everybody does. I mean, who doesn't? And I really feel like the limelight and spotlight can be also a person's enemy at the same time. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, you shine bright, you doing these great things, but soon as and I probably said this earlier in the episode, I probably have, but I know I've said this before, but as soon as you mess up, that you're still in the same limelight and spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
But
and that's what comes with being famous. Also.
So for you, if you were in the limelight and you messed up, how would you handle it? How do you think you would handle it?
How I think I would handle it is, I mean, obviously because I'm a public figure, it's a public apology. And then after the public apology, you got to go dark for a little while, in my opinion. You can't just act like nothing happened, especially depending on how big the mess up was. Okay. If it's one of those things, for one, I would never hit a woman, so it would never be nothing domestic for me.
Please don't say it.
Like say what?
What are you about to say?
No, I was gonna say like a bar fight or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something. Well,
who fought at the bar?
Huh? I never fought at the bar.
I'm saying who fought at the bar?
Who fought? Nobody fought. At the bar. Oh no, I'm not bringing up anybody.
Okay.
So I'm just saying for myself. If it was me, you said, because you asked me if it was me, what would I do? How would I handle it? So if I say I got into a fight at the bar, you know what I'm saying, I'm a high-profile celebrity, I'm a sports analyst, and one of the biggest out there, and they just like, William Ransom gets into a fight at the bar, blah, 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 so on and so forth, breaks guy's jaw, now he's trying to sue me. However, I'm not the one that started the fight. It was them. But you know how...
What if he started the fight?
Huh?
What if he started the fight?
See, here's the thing. We all know William don't start fights.
What if you started the fight? Fame is a hell of a drug.
If I just so happened to did start the fight, if I started the fight, then obviously we're talking to this guy. We try to get some negotiations going on here. Hey, I'll cover all medical expenses. Something else like what can we do to keep this from going any further than court? You know
I think about, see, and I was going to tell you not to bring it up because I thought you were going to bring it up because you were talking about hitting a woman. I think about the situation with Chris Brown, and I know he is over. I mean, being over is an understatement in his, you know, I'm pretty sure in his world. But I genuinely think like it's not I feel bad for him in the sense like it's pity. It's more so like I hate the fact that nobody wants to let him get past it. And when I say nobody, I mean like I felt like he's redeemed himself enough thus far.
Time and time again.
But the thing is he has gotten in trouble. So he is looked at as a rebel in the industry. And this is the point I want to get to. Of course, Rihanna did the Super Bowl, big ups to her.
Shout out.
But I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, Chris Brown is not going to get this moment. And Chris Brown would kill the fucking Super Bowl.
Man,
what?
He would kill the Super Bowl.
Chris Brown would murder that shit. Leave no crumbs, no nothing. And I know there are so many black women out there who probably hate the fact that I even said that as a black woman. Man, but here's the thing.
Goat.
I understand people have all these opinions and stuff about him because apparently Chris Brown has been saying, yeah, he don't fuck with black girls or dark-skinned girls or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I ain't never heard this man say that. I ain't never seen no clips neither.
So, hold on. So he had a lyric in one of his songs.
Oh, right, yeah, I was going to get to that.
He did say something similar. However...
But it was something about good hair.
Right. But regardless.
Wasn't it?
Well, yeah, no, it was.
But black girls have quote-unquote good hair too, though.
But my thing is, why does it matter? This man has a preference and he has a preference. What's wrong with having a preference?
Because, I understand why that lyric itself was triggering because, for the longest, any coily type of hair texture isn't accepted as a thing of beauty. We accept it now, we're embracing it now, but it's still a very touchy subject. If anybody says anything against it, it's still an open wound, I'll say that. Even if like everybody's taking time to soothe, take care of the wound and do what we need to do to repair and, heal the wound, it's still an open wound and any little bit of salt will burn. It's still sensitive.
It's because it's Chris Brown. It's because he said it.
No, anody could have said it, though.
I'm telling you, anybody could have said it, and they would not have made it. No.
About it. I don't agree.
I promise you. There's other people that have said worse things about women, black women for that matter, and have got no backlash. But because Chris Brown says what he said, and because he has his past that he has, people keep on fucking with Chris.
I think... Because it's Chris, they're definitely not going to let it go.
They're not going to let it live.
I think there are a lot of people. I think it could have been anybody who said it, and then they would.
You know what? That's what this is about. Agreeing to disagree or just disagree. That's okay.
Yeah, I know. But my thing is, I just hate the fact that Chris Brown is just never going to see a Super Bowl, in my opinion. And I hate to say that. I'm not going to say never. I'm not going to put that in the universe.
It might happen. It still
I hope that Chris Brown gets a Super Bowl, and I don't care who comes for me, because I genuinely think as an entertainer and
us come for us.
Just as an entertainer, he's great, and he would kill the Super Bowl. Like, for real, he really would.
Man, Chris Brown is one of the best things out there, entertainment-wise,
right.
Music-wise. He gives us great music time and time.
I do have a tiff with Chris Brown, though, and it's only musically. It's not personally. I don't know this man. I ain't got shit to say about him and his personality. But musically, I do have a tiff, but we're going to get into more Chris Brown when we do a Chris Brown song.
Yeah.
Let you know what that tiff is.
Shout out to Chris Breezy, man. Been a GOAT since I was a young GOAT myself.
All right.
Bah.
Oh my God, the corn.
Hey yo. Oh,
Get into
man.
these
All right, let's get back to it. So another one of the biggest lyrics, one of the biggest things that that in this song, he said they ain't worried about who they stepping on. No, I truly feel like in the industry, you're gonna come in the industry, you're gonna leave out the same way you came in, and I will further explain. If you come into the industry stepping on people, throwing people under the bus, so on and so forth, just basically in a negative way, you're gonna get put out the industry that way. And I'll give you a good example. I'll give you a great example.
Who?
Suge Knight.
Oh my God. Continue.
Death Row.
I have nothing to
But
say
I mean, just
about.
think about how he came in bullying his way in and so on and so forth. And then look,
You know he tried to bully Will Smith, right?
he did?
He doesn't. Okay, y'all. Allegedly, I'll say allegedly.
Allegedly.
So I listened to Will Smith's book twice. I also have the book, the physical copy, but I like listen to the audio because it's so good. If you haven't listened to Will Smith's book, listen to it. So basically, there's a portion in the book where he is, getting money now. He's Will Smith.
Yeah, Big Willie.
And Will Smith doesn't say it in the book. I ain't gonna spoil it. Y'all gotta read the book to find that.
Go get that.
But he doesn't say it's Suge Knight in the book.
Right.
But when you listen to the story, you know what's up. And
For real.
it was interesting because he couldn't get nowhere close to Will Smith. He was trying, but Will Smith, and it was so crazy because Will Smith wasn't like the mega mogul now. He was on the rise.
Yeah.
And
Suge seen it. He knew what was coming.
allegedly, Suge seen it.
Yeah, allegedly. I'm sorry.
And, had to try to make a few calls of bullying. And shout out to, I'm not going to say who, but because this is all alleged. This is what I put 1 and 2 plus 3 plus 4 in my mind. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I know who they talking about. Duh. So
Excuse me.
I'm going to end that story by saying allegedly.
So,
Continue.
yes, that's one of the, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. That's one of the prime examples of what I think was somebody that came in the way that they came in and left out in a similar fashion or in a negative fashion of being in the rap game.
I actually want to play a clip that works perfect with what you just said.
Hey.
Dang, I didn't save it, but I did comment on that post. And for, what is it? Interactions, comments. It's of Meek Mill.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I seen it.
And where is he? Here he is. Oops. He's right here. So...
Listen up.
Act different towards you? Yeah, I was watching people like, yo, let me get this verse. Dude swaying this way. They was busting U's on me, and I was like, I learned a lesson because I used to carry myself a certain type of way. No matter if I seen people go up and down, and go down and then come back up, but I seen people go down and stay down. And I run into them guys, and we'll come to the studio. We record songs, or they might need a song for that album. If it's good enough, you got it. I don't judge people off of status. I see that a lot. People judge you off of status. Like, I don't judge people off of that. I judge people off of character and who you are. And you never know when you're going to need somebody. And it was a great lesson for me to see how people would act to me when they thought that I was going to get buried. So when I come back around and it's time to really pop champagne at the championship, you know what I mean? You might get left hanging when you got your hand out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not in person.
So, like, I don't want to play the entire thing, but that's basically, and it's crazy because I commented on that. I was like, damn, I remember when I seen Meek Mill for the first time. And it's funny because I barely remember seeing his face. I just seen this little guy. Well, I'm not going to say little, but I just seen this guy who I think at the time he had
Braids?
Yes. When he first came out, he had braids?
You remember he even said
But I'm trying to think when he was with Ross that he had braids, because this is when he first got signed to Ross.
You saw when he first signed. I don't think he had braids when he first signed.
Okay,
Ross.
So maybe he didn't have braids. That's why I was like, I don't think he had braids.
No.
But
Before that, he did.
yeah, for sure. And I just remember him being on the mic. I was at it was a strip club in New York called Perfections. It was my very first strip club ever. I was newly 21. I believe Perfections no longer exists. If I'm not mistaken, that was the new Starlets, or I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't live in New York. But I just remember Perfections was my very first strip club ever. Mm-hmm. And he was performing, and DJ Clue was DJing. And, and I was like, who's this Meek Mill guy? And everybody, nah, it's crazy. Nah, he up next. And New York was really excited about him. I will say that from what I heard and the people around me. So,
Meek Mill.
so it's so cool to see his journey rise to the top, and for him to have this mentality. I don't know how long ago that interview was, but for him to, if he still has that mentality to this day, that's what's up.
I believe Meek Mill is probably one of the most humblest people in the game. I just truly feel, I don't know it for a fact. I don't. I just truly feel that way due to everything that he's been through. Not only with him going to jail for riding a four-wheeler with the judge, basically picking on him, but also everything that he went through with Rick Ross as far as his contract and everything. Like, I truly believe Meek Mill is one of the most humblest people in the game, and I have nothing but love for Meek. Straight up, shout out Meek Mill. His music has been there since I've been especially since I've been in the military, man. He's got me through so much musically.
I will say, I'm so tired of hearing Dreams and Nightmares, y'all, in the club.
Yeah, they play that nightly, at least twice.
I mean, it's interesting, though, because I'm tired of hearing it, but I will say, when you're really lit...
That song is fire.
Yeah, I can't help it. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Ain't nothing about that. That's the Martin. Okay, let's get back to Ty. All right, so... and then he goes on to say, yeah, they want to be famous. Oh, they just want to be famous. Everybody wants to be accepted by all of your love. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with being accepted, but my thing is, why do people want to be accepted so much? Why?
Because it roots... Well, what do you think? Why do you think? I have a great answer for it, in my opinion.
I feel like, okay, yeah, you want to be accepted. Yeah, you want to be accepted by the people around you, but I guess for more of a social media standpoint, like,
but why though?
Why what?
Why do they want to be accepted on a social media standpoint?
Because I guess I'm assuming that because it can lead to popularity.
Why do they need the popularity?
To get famous.
Why do they need the fame?
The money.
Why do they need the money?
To be rich. Why do they need
What
rich?
does all of that mean though? Why do they need... You're going higher and higher, and I am asking you to go lower and lower.
Maybe it's because of where they came from.
Ding, 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 ding. So in my opinion, and I look at myself, because I don't want to say... I don't want to put words in anybody else's mouth and
right, of course
whatever.
Yeah.
But if I had to generalize, this is what it would be, and it's based off of me. Whenever I want to be accepted into something or by someone or some people or something, it roots back to, well, why do I want that? For me, it roots back to whether I feel a sense of security and love within where I'm at in the moment. Right?
Yeah.
So say I have a really solid friend group, right?
Right. Solid.
I feel the love.
Absolutely.
And it's solid, and I feel that love, and I feel that.
Right.
If I go out of town and I'm hanging out with maybe a different friend group and I don't feel that, I'm not going to try to push my way into that, because I got something that's, got it.
That gives you that.
But I think if I didn't have it at all, if I didn't have that solid back here, and a friend group invited me out on a trip, like, oh my gosh, I'm part of that. Oh, they're inviting me. I'm a part of that.
Now you're trying to be accepted.
And then now I want to be accepted by them. If I found myself feeling awkward with them, it's because I don't have a solid rooted foundation. Now, furthermore, it's not to say that you need to find solid foundations outside of you. Because I also believe, and I know for a fact now, because this is how I've been feeling lately, I don't feel the need to be accepted by most anyone right now. And this is, I'm forever changing. It can flip and flop.
Right.
But I feel like as long as I remember that I am the foundation, I have love.
Mm-hmm.
I am my love. You know what I'm saying?
That self-love.
Whoever you believe in, God, universe, whoever it is that you believe in, if you feel that love, if I'm feeling solid and secure within myself, I don't need, even if I go on that trip, if they accept me, cool, what's up?
Yeah.
If they don't,
Cool.
It's all right, cool.
What's up?
What do I like to do with myself? I
Yeah.
like to play the piano. I love learning the keys right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love working out. That is something that gives me so much joy, even when I be dying with the Bulgarian split squats. But it gives me joy. I love to literally sit and watch. The thing I love to do right now, watch dating shows.
Oh, you watch them on Netflix?
But they gotta be on the island.
The Love Island one.
Well, Love Island, the second season wasn't on the island, but I gotta watch the first season because I didn't know I was watching the second season.
Oh, okay.
But that Perfect Match, Too Hot to Handle. I love doing that, and I just like watching stupid junk dating shows if they're on the island. They got to be on somebody tropical something. I don't know. It's just better.
It's
that
just
way.
I feel.
To me, you know what I'm saying? I know things that I like to do, and so it's like, all right, well, this ain't my cup of tea. I mean, I'm not fitting in here, so I'm just go home watch Perfect Match. You know what I mean?
Love Island season 1.
So with your bar saying like people want to be accepted, I think it's just when you don't have that solid foundation, you're looking for love in all the wrong places. We love that term, don't we?
Yes, we do. And you know what? That's facts. I didn't think about it that way.
But think about anytime that you wanted to be accepted, did you yourself feel like I'm good if I don't get this? Like, okay, I'm good though because I still got this going for me. I still like this. I do this with myself. I like even the junk. Like even if you have a vice or not a vice, but like a junk, something that you just do for fun and it has no means to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. I mean, it goes back to even being a kid trying to fit in with the popular kids. If you want to fit in there, like for me, I tried to fit in with the popular kids. It wasn't me. Being the popular kid wasn't me. So where did I fall into? What fit me was football. I fit into with the football team. That was my thing.
That was your thing.
But you had to find
you.
Right. You had to find your thing.
Yeah.
And I was looking for it in the wrong place of trying to fit in with the popular kids.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. You're absolutely right.
Just a little knowledge from all the years that I got it wrong.
We all done got it wrong somewhere down the line.
And forever changing. I still have moments where I'm like, but I want it so bad, you know.
Absolutely. So the last thing I got, then we'll move on to Would You Rather.
86.
Yeah, 86. Everything that goes up comes down.
Okay, elaborate.
So everything that goes up comes down. What I mean by that, why this stuck out to me, you can make it. You can be at the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Famous wise. You got deals here left and right. People Nike, Puma, Reebok, Jordan, they hollering at you in your ear. You got movies. You got commercials. Everything coming at you. You got it. And just as fast as you make it up to the top, you can end up right there at the bottom too. And it doesn't mean that you did something wrong, but something could just happen. You know what I'm saying? Depression.
So with saying that, what I'm trying to see if you're getting where I'm getting with it. What would you, I don't want to say advise, because I feel like the best advice comes from people who actually gone through it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I wouldn't advise it because I've
never been through it. But I mean, what I can say is it's just like you want to keep a good group around you that's going to keep you. And I feel like, again, I don't know this from personal experience because I don't know. But what I feel like would help alleviate some of these situations is having a good group around you and having a good spiritual, not background, but like, you know what I'm saying? Foundation, yes, foundation. Like, you got your foundation of your good people around you, whether it be your publicist, your good friends, your family, whatever the case may be, that's keeping you on the straight, you know what I'm saying? And then you also have that spiritual guidance.
Okay.
That can help you along the way as well, whether it be prayer, whether it be you zenning the fuck out, or, I mean, whatever helps you move along, you know what I'm saying, and stay right. So that way you don't have to come down.
I think coming down is inevitable because we all die. Let's start there.
That is
2,
also true.
I think that I don't ever want to be afraid of the low because for me, if I'm afraid of it, my vibration vibrates that energy more. It's in my energetic field because I'm afraid of it, and that emotion is when I'm in fear. That frequency is pretty active. So for me, I don't want to be afraid of it. For me, I would go back to everything is just back to self, foundation in oneself, because one of the things that's really helped me right now too, and I'm always saying this one of the things that's helping me, but it's just every day is different. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm just exploring more and more about being aware with myself and being in tune. And it's one of the 4 agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz. It's the 4th agreement, which is to always do your best. Right now, y'all, everything that I'm doing now is new to me. I've never done anything I'm doing right now. I've never done before, you know? I've worked out before, but I mean like media wise, y'all. There are things in it that I've done before that's got me in the door.
Right.
But starting a new podcast, never done that before. Starting a business, never done that before. Editing on the level I'm editing and working on the things that I'm working on with different clients and stuff, never done before. So a lot of the times at the end of the night, I get afraid that I'm going to have to go back to the bar. Like, Stevie, I don't want to go back to the strip club. Stevie, I'm not going back to the strip club.
Stevie.
And I was
Stevie.
like, anytime I feel afraid, like, oh, I have to go back to the bar, this is not going to work out because maybe I'm overwhelmed and I didn't know everything I needed to know to really, make my mark where I wanted to that day on set or this and third.
Right.
I go back to myself like, first of all, if you have to go back to the bar, that's cool. Here's why. You did your best, though. Did you do your best, or did you sit in the corner and twiddle your thumbs? Did you rock back and forth in the corner because you didn't know what the fuck to do?
With your thumb.
You didn't. You did your absolute best. You articulated your actual best. And for me, I know that's my default. It's just trying to figure it out on this. I don't know. Let me see what I can do.
Right.
That's my default. I'm never a person like, well, I don't know. I'm not that person. I've never been that person.
You look it up.
So literally, my default is to do my best. It's just a lot of the times I wouldn't acknowledge it. So I would say, even though I might rise to my highest, if ever I fall, I just know that I did my best. And if I even made a mistake and that made me fall, my best then would be being aware that and taking accountability and being aware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just accepting that I'm doing my best now to understand what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And understanding that would help me, per se.
I get that. Nah, that's good. That's good.
Let me take these shots. My mouth a little dry. Lips chat. Y'all, I don't like to wear lip gloss on the show anymore because it be piling up on the side of my lip. You ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. You get that little white on it look nasty and it feel gross. So let me take this shot. Go ahead.
All right, so 86. Would you rather 86? 86 is when if you're working in a restaurant, nightlife, club life, or anything like that, we have to take an item off because we don't have any more.
You
So-
an 86 it.
Would you rather be famous with no love from anyone, or would you rather be broke but have love from everyone around you?
Famous with no love from anybody?
No love. How did you get famous? Don't know. But hey, you made it. You hit the lottery, something of that sort, but you got all the money. You famous now.
I don't think anybody would want to choose that. Like I said,
Some
we
people-
roll
some
in
people
packs.
don't-
We roll
Some
in
people don't care
families.
about the love from everybody else. All they care about is the love that the money give them. But then again,
No, because for me, love is why we are on this earth.
I mean, absolutely, I agree with
Love
you.
is why we breathe. I would hate to ever turn into the person who
Cares about money more than their own.
the materialistic
Yes.
thing. But me, okay, let's throw a curveball. What if it's not about the materialistic? What if they're just famous? They're not necessarily rich.
They're just famous. So now
They
they
famous, meaning they can go where they want to go. Long lines ain't a thing. People might gift them free things. They're not necessarily like rich like Bill Gates or nothing. But, they doing good for themselves. It's all right,
So, but still, you still have no love from
But
anybody.
you still ain't got no love. It's given all the hate that Christian Rock and them getting right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they famous as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, I would hate to be famous for the wrong thing.
Me
That's
too.
why I'm always like, I want to be famous. It makes me cringe because I'm like,
I rather
what if God answers that prayer and I'm famous for the wrong thing, bro?
I'd rather be mediocre or less than, but have the love from everyone around me.
But don't you think that, okay, so that goes back to our other question and the question we had in another episode. What, so you're saying you would rather just, feel the love and just live mediocre.
Yeah.
But like we said, mediocre is not what we want, though.
It's
Do
not,
you think
but
that would still be a battle within you?
I think that would definitely be a battle within me if I'm having, but based off that, it would definitely be a battle.
Right.
Because I want more. Who doesn't want more?
Right, but the 86.
But the 86 says if you want more, you have no love.
Right.
So that right there is gonna be like once you start gaining that money, gaining that momentum, the love starts fading and fading and fading.
So I'm saying, the latter, the other answer, which is what? Say it again.
Well, the other one was you be broke or mediocre, but have love from everyone around you.
You'd be broke or mediocre, but have love from everyone.
I
would have a battle within me because I would feel like a big fish in a small pond. That's why I left the bar we worked at.
Yeah.
I felt like there was nothing left to do here. Like I did what needed to be done, and I think the final thing that needed to be done was linking with you on the pod. After that, nothing else happened.
Nothing else made sense.
Nothing else happened and it wasn't even like I was making crazy money too. Like I was making mediocre money for working at a bar for that many hours. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was like, by the time I was finished, by the time you and I linked up, that was what? I think I brought the idea to you in October.
We got started in November.
Right.
And then
in December, I was like, all right.
History was written.
There's nothing left here because I found myself, once you agreed, and that was like day one. Once I brought it to him, he agreed. Once he agreed to do it, we started talking about it, and we had that meeting, this and the third. Everything after that was just, I was focused on focused on Bar2Bar and didn't give a fuck about the actual bar I was going to, or anybody's for that matter. So I was like, all right, well, I already knew that my exit was going to come around this time. Let's just further keep saving and set myself up to leave by the end of this. You know what I mean? So
December
like for
31st,
me,
that was it.
Imagine if I'm getting all this love, right?
Yeah.
But I got to stay at this goddamn bar.
See that, and that's where insanity starts to play. I feel like you start going crazy.
So now I'm rethinking my answer,
boy. It's like, I got all this love. But
y'all
I'm going crazy
me.
being mediocre right now because I know I can do so much better.
Actually, I think I'm going to change my answer.
You will take the...
Because I'm like, but God going to love me, baby. I'm a Gemini. Anybody know Geminis just can't fucking sit still. If they got something they need to do or want to do, they got to at least try it. You know what I'm saying? They got to at least try it. Well, I mean, that doesn't mean that we can't do the pie. Yeah. It just wouldn't go anywhere. But then that would freak me out because...
Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're doing it. So we
would be doing this and nobody would be listening, basically.
Nobody's watching, 0 views every single time.
Yeah, baby. I think I'm going to change my answer, y'all. Y'all going to have to hate me. Y'all going to have to hate me. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm gonna read every version of the Quran, the New Testament, the Old Testament. I changed my answer. I'm going with the first one. I got to just do things.
Yeah.
And level up.
Yeah. No, it's better than sitting in one place. I just don't know. I honestly don't know what.
You gotta pick. Okay, then drink.
I'll take a shot. I don't know which one I would do. I mean, I love my family, but then again, you love
it. It is a hard one because now I'm thinking like, damn, babe, you can't even do that. You a bitch. Like you would really just take being famous and well off,
right?
And saying fuck everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
then
crazy.
it's because I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to think about this.
Was it? I got one more for us.
Oh, you got another 86?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought that was the only one.
Would you rather have all the money you want, but you can't talk to your family or your friends? Or would you rather be without, but be able to communicate and talk and love on your family and friends? It's kind of similar to the first one. But I mean,
You said,
would you rather have all the money you want, all the money, anything, but you can't talk to your family and friends? You can't talk to them.
okay, or the opposite of that?
Or the opposite, not having money, so with no money, but you could communicate. Love.
Nah, I would talk to my family.
You'll talk to your family.
I'll be the good guy on that one. So the first one, I'll choose the asshole one, and then the second one, I'll choose the right one,
All right,
the family one.
All right. Well, shoot, man, you know what I'm saying? I think that was pretty good today.
I know. What a great episode.
Always. You know
Good therapy. Y'all almost got me. I almost shed a tear.
She almost did. There was thugs don't cry.
It's okay though, but
a little
I didn't want to get too emotional. You know, we'll save that later down the line.
We're gonna have those episodes though. But we appreciate y'all coming back. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to our regulars.
Wait, you gotta tip the bar, honey.
Oh yeah, we'll tip the bar. Well, we gotta tip the bar real quick for real though. My tip for the bar, don't look for anybody else to give you that validation to be the person that you are, the person that you want to be, the greatness that you have that is out there for you. It's there. Go get it. Accept it when it is there. Receive it.
I got a good one.
And just be happy.
That's a good one too.
Be happy, man. I'm telling you, this life is too short. People dropping day every left and right.
I would say, you know what? And this goes back to me. This might be advice to me later when I look back on this. For the very first, I'm going to start with a comment. For the very first time, y'all, I don't feel like I'm chasing my dreams anymore.
That's deep.
And it's amazing. For the very first time, I feel like I am consistently running side by side with the vision. I'm running side by side with this dream. So to tip the bar today, my tip would be to find a way to not chase, because all chasing your dream means is that it's running away from you. And for the very first time, my dream is not running away from me. We jogging side by side. Like Nip said, this is a marathon. And me and the vision is right here.
It's not a sprint.
And I broke down and cried the first time that I felt that feeling. And y'all, I'm not even close to like all that I want to do, but I don't feel like I'm chasing it. And I'm just so happy about it.
That's huge.
So that's my tip. Cheers.
Hey, man, cheers to y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. Regulars, newcomers, we appreciate y'all stopping by. Hopefully you can become a regular just like everybody else.
Don't forget to follow follow our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Bar2Bar Podcast. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, ooh.Nicolette. That's O Nicolette.
You can follow me on Instagram at KAP_ransom.
Yes, sir.
Again, we fuck with y'all. We love y'all. Come back and see us again. We'll see y'all next week for another amazing episode of Bar2Bar Podcast.
Cheers.
Chill.